What's up, guys? It's Thelightchrissy here, and I'm here to do a what's the problem with your person reading, okay? We're going to find out what's going on with them, why they act the way they do, what you need to know about them, and what's going on with you guys, okay? So what I want you guys to do is go ahead and click that subscribe button first. Then I want you guys to go ahead and to tune in to pile 1, pile 2, or pile 3, and take a deep breath. Select one, whichever feels, whichever is calling out to you. Is it that first one calling out? Is it the second one? Or is it that last one over there? Who knows? Who knows? But either way, whichever one you pick, we're going to find out what's going on with your person, what their problem is, okay? Also, too, please make sure that you like and comment down below so I can know what's going on with that person, okay? Please keep in mind that all readings can't possibly work for every person, but hopefully they do for you. And keep what resonates with you and leave the rest behind, okay? I also am available down low for personal readings. That information will be down below here. And also, too, I can't remember what else I was going to say, but I'll put the timestamps there. That's what I was going to say. So timestamps will be down below. So I'll see you guys in a bit with the readings, okay? All right, hi guys. So if you pick group 1, this is the group for you. I'm going to tell you what their problem is, okay? I'm going to save this one to the end because this is kind of more so like the advice that I want to give about the person. But we have the Page of Wands. We have the 9 of Swords. All right. We have the Knight of Coins. All right. And down here for the advice, we have the reach out, but I'll get to that in a second. And we have you got a feeling you just can't shake. Okay, so this person's thing that they're dealing with is that they let their shadow side hunt them. So this is a lot of times where they let their some of their past traumas or their past pains, like people who have hurt them in the past, creep in on them, and it kind of makes them have anxiety towards things now. So this person is someone who kind of they probably are very they flee a situation. Like if you guys are having an argument, this is a person that'll kind of walk away, or this is someone that kind of tries to avoid confrontation, but it always tends to follow that person. So I think this person has a lot of maturing to do and healing to do. Maybe it could be definitely from the past, childhood and past relationships and things like that they kind of have to work out before they'll be in a place to where they can fully be, you know, good for another, not saying good for another person, but where they can fully be healed and they can be able to be enjoyable by another person, okay? Let's say it like that. I don't think that this person, I think that a lot of times we take things that people do personally, and a lot of times things do definitely seem personal to us. I definitely just believe with this person that they kind of don't mean anything purposefully with you. This is just someone who that their shadow just has more control over their life than than their adult selves. Their inner child self has more control than they do, so they lack a lot of self-control. And even here with the Knight of Wands here, I just see it as being someone who is like an adult in a child in an adult's body almost. With this little dragon right here, I kind of see them taking charge and kind of running towards whatever impulses they have, or kind of jumping towards whatever impulse they have. And I think that they have a lot of other people around them that kind of act in this way. They kind of keep them feeling kind of security with this red hat here. So they kind of don't they kind of basically, this person, when they have their fears and their things, the trauma that they deal with are the things it causes them to kind of act not erratically, but to kind of want to put themselves, make riskier decisions. Like this is drinking a lot, this is having a lot of sex, this is, you know, getting into trouble. It makes them want to be like a bad boy or bad girl, because of the kind of issues that they have. It hunts them so much that they do these like kind of crazy things or outlandish things to get people to kind of hang around them so that they don't have to be alone, because when they're alone, this is what they're having to deal with. So this person does a lot to keep friends and things around. Even with this, I can see them, yeah, they don't ever want to be alone. They always reach out to people. They're always calling people, connecting with people so that they can so that they don't have to be alone. And a lot of times I feel like with it, it's not that they really want to do these bad things or these crazy things, but they do them because they need the people around them so bad that they're willing to try to fit in with them to be able to do that. Okay, and that kind of comes with the Knight of Coins. It kind of makes them a little bit it makes them a little bit reluctant about investing in other people or in putting into other people or like relationships and things like that, because of how it would look to the people that he's in front of or that she's in front of. Okay, so this is like someone who takes their time to do it because they don't want to have to leave this space yet, because they still kind of need that in a sense. And it says you got a feeling you just can't shake. Yeah, I feel like this is someone who kind of can't get away from that, or they haven't really found out how to get away from that. I think that this person is someone who would hit what we call like rock bottom. Now, I'm not saying rock bottom means that they're going to be like homeless on the street or something like that, but they have to kind of fall on their butt a couple of times to be able to hear the voice, because it says that little voice inside, listen to that. I feel like this is someone who's kind of going to have to learn the hard way a little bit about some of the things that they do or that they participate in, to be able to be in a place to where they can kind of be in a relationship with someone openly, honestly, and successfully. But the one thing I can say is I don't think that it's anything personal. So if this person has hurt you in the past, or if there's someone that you kind of feel like really did you wrong, I can at least say that I don't feel like they are that they did that from that place. Also too, yeah, I want the advice or pulling this out. I was just gonna say this: if you're still kind of holding on to that, it's time to kind of reach out to them. Maybe not to try to get back together or anything like that, but definitely to have some closure to the situation, because I feel like for some of you, this could be someone who just kind of up and left the situation, and you kind of didn't get to end it off on a note that you were kind of satisfied with. So this is where this is the way of saying, if it's still bothering you, if you're still kind of holding on to it, kind of stuck in that right here, still like kind of keeping you up at night, then you kind of got to take the initiative to like reach out to that person to be able to release whatever it is that you're still holding on to in your space that kind of makes you still hold on to it, I guess. Any other advice from Spirit? Any other advice from Spirit about this person? Yep, definitely. Just to confirm, this is this is the Page of Wands. This is the Knight of Wands. This person kind of just is on like an upward scale. To take a big fall. That's what I feel like. They're like rushing towards a fall. So I kind of would, if I were you, I would kind of just, I wouldn't say just avoid the person, but just kind of like try to stay back and watch, because this person kind of has like a lot of movement around them. It just gives me like a James Dean, like a bad boy kind of guy, or girl, a girl that like breaks the rules, like not in a good way, not in one of those like, oh, this is fun, let's like sneak into the pool, not that kind, but like stuff that's a little bit more hurtful to other people. So I definitely would count my losses. I see that you kind of probably are thinking about this person a little bit still, and they're still on your mind, but I don't think that you're not looking at the relationship being back what it was. I think that you're just having a hard time getting over it with that bridge right there. There are a lot of emotions that haven't been dealt with, and I think it's because this person kind of just fled the scene. They're kind of like, okay, I'm out of here. So yeah, I think it's like it left you with this feeling like I've got a feeling I just can't shake. Okay. So yeah, so it's something that's like, I feel like something is kind of nudging you to go and give this person the conversation, but you're kind of taking your time with it, like I said, but it's definitely needed. And then on the bottom of the deck right here, we have the King of Cups. So yeah, definitely to master those emotions, like to get over this water right here. Just, you have to kind of like just get in there, like just jump in there, okay, with the Knight of Wands right there. So this is what I have, what the problem with your person is for group number 1. Thank you guys so much. Please let me know down below if this resonated with you. Tell me about this person. I want to know. And also, I'm available for personal readings. You can find the information down below as well. Thank you guys for watching. Hi guys, Thelightchrissy here. I'm here to do the reading for what's the problem with your person, okay? I think that's what I called it. I hope that's what I called it, but if not, you get the gist, okay? So this is group 2. So if you pick group 2, this is the problem with your person, okay? All right, it says spread your wings. Have the spread your wings card. I'll leave that for the end. We have the Empress. We have the Two of Cups. We have the Nine of Pentacles. And we have time to let go. Okay. I feel like here with this person, the person hasn't fully stepped into their power yet. This is someone I think that they can be a little bit, they still can kind of make decisions that are kind of for them in their lives. I don't think that they do anything bad with it. I just think that this person has kind of like been through a lot in life to be able to get to a point to where they have what they have. And they don't like a lot of people to kind of intervene and tell them what it is that they like, their input. They don't want other people's input on their lives. So this is a person that's like, I've done it my way. I've been successful my way. It works. And they actually have been successful with their way. So it has worked. So it's kind of hard to rewire a person that has kind of done it on their own and they kind of have been right. It's like if somebody's like gonna be like, I'm right. If they're like a I told you so person and they get a whole bunch of I told you so moments right, it's kind of like they become unstoppable. And this is kind of how this person's life is. So this person is someone who is used to being right 9 times out of 10. They can be very, very this could be someone who's very, very intuitive. They kind of know how to watch patterns a lot to be able to outsmart people. So this is when in a room setting, they know this is a person that learns the patterns of other people and they can maximize on them. So they probably do that to you too, and they know how to kind of play with you, play off of your emotions a little bit because they're highly intuitive. So they pick up on whatever it is and then they know how to respond to your emotions based on that. I don't necessarily know if that's like a bad thing. I just think that it's just that this person is just in this stage to where they haven't really fully opened up to the ideas or the inputs of other people because they've been able to be super, create their reality on their own. They didn't really need anyone's help. You know how you kind of see this mother right here with this baby, but you don't see like a man or anything right there. So this is kind of like someone who's that. If it's a woman, it can definitely be someone who's like they have a child, or this could be a parent that has one child, and if they've raised their child, then they're like, I can kind of conquer the world. I raised a child. You can't tell me anything. Okay, so I see that person is being that and them needing to kind of elevate in their way. I believe that that what it is with this person is that you both have something to show each other. You're going to show, I think that you have a little bit more maturity in the aspects of that you've kind of already been there, done that. You've kind of already had where you've been right and you've already been through that thing, and your confidence is a little bit more grounded. Like, so you're not as like, this is mine. This, you can share a little bit more. I kind of see that here with the Empress. Like you're very giving. You're willing to share. But this person is kind of not off of their high yet. And they have to be able to expand a little bit more with the spread your wings card right there, but also time to let go. So with this, the thing with this person is this: they're going to come back around. I definitely think that they're going to come back around because I have the Two of Cups right here, but it's going to be when your energy matches a little bit more. And I don't think that it's not that they're in a bad energy or they're going anywhere bad anytime soon or anything like that. But what it is they're kind of focused on it's going back to themselves. Like they don't really, it's like they're finally getting, they're finally unifying with themselves. Like they're getting to that point. So they haven't kind of crossed over that bridge yet. They're definitely making the decisions to be able to do that. Like this person is making a decision to be able to love themselves. Okay. They're not really quite in a space that you're in where you're ready to kind of like co-create. That's what I kind of feel like. You're ready to create with someone. They're not really there. They don't really have every tool that they need to be able to get there. So let's just see some more. Any advice from this deck? Yeah, it's this. Yeah, they haven't quite made it through that threshold yet. This is kind of what I was saying. It'll all come together, but you have to kind of let them go and kind of like go through this to come out on the other side, and then it'll come back. Okay, it'll come back around. So it's kind of what I'm saying. Like it's like this, and then also too. This is it's funny because this is like that cycle. Like this person can see cycles in people really really good, and I think it allows them to be able to be very very good at what they are. I mean, at what they do. But I think that once you give them a little bit of time to kind of run this cycle, they'll kind of get tired of doing it by themselves, and then they'll start to that's what kind of elevates them to the next space, to where they're kind of seeking out the type of energy that you have again. I see it coming. I just don't see it as right now. I see it just been some time in between. Any other messages about group twos? Person, what problems they have? Okay. Whoa, we have some cards to pop out. Yeah, this person is more in they're more in the game plan mode. Not game plan, but not game playing, but game planning. I'm sorry, game planning mode. They're definitely, this is, like I said, is someone who's successful, someone who's thinking about their career. They're looking at their next opportunity to be able to grow. But I definitely see them kind of maturing something. It's something that they're supposed to accomplish before. It's like a hurdle that they're supposed to cross before they get there. Not only one that's energetically, but it's something that they're supposed to create. That's going to kind of put them in a higher position than where they are. It's something that they need to kind of deal with emotionally to be able to ground it. So I believe with this, is like they're getting some type of idea or vision. Something's kind of pulling them or leading them. They don't exactly know what it is yet, but they kind of have to facilitate it coming in. So it could be some type of business or something like that for them. It could be like a family business or something, but I kind of see them kind of having to give a lot of energy to whatever that is, which makes them kind of not in a place to really give relationships to other people. Yeah, this is that opportunity. Whatever it is coming in, it's something kind of cool. What is it here? Yeah, they're going to be working with other people. It's like something that they're supposed to create. They have to facilitate in first before they can be in the energy that is where you are. Because even though your worlds may not look the same, they kind of have already, you kind of have already created this energy in your life. So it doesn't matter if you're rich and this person is not, or that person is rich and you're not, you're still a little bit further along in the journey of growth. And maybe it could be because you're older. You could be older, but you could be an older soul as well. I think you're an older soul, because I said that the star card was right here in reverse. Is that the star card? Yeah. So this is that soul card, what I was talking about. So definitely true with that. It's like an older soul, and this person is a younger soul, so they still have more lessons to come, which means like you come here like already, in the 11th grade, ready to, almost in the 12th grade, ready to graduate, and this person is still like in the 5th grade on a spiritual level. Okay. Yeah, they got a lot of things that they have to kind of sort out first before they can be in that space. They do. They have to. That's this plan, and it kind of keeps them super super engaged. It's kind of what's going on inside of them, and maybe sometimes they have a hard time being able to talk about it because it's hard to articulate what they feel. Like it's like, I feel something big coming. I feel something happening. It's gonna happen, but they don't know what. So sometimes it can be a little bit tough for them to be able to talk about, or to find people to talk about it with. So that could be definitely they're kind of like dissatisfied from they can't find anyone to kind of connect with right there with what they're kind of going through. So this is to let you know, just in case, whatever happens with you guys, if you're talking to them, just know that these are the things that they can't talk about. It bothers them because it's not tradition the way that this person is choosing to the path that this person is choosing to kind of go down. It's not traditional, so they don't get a lot of support. So this could be someone who wants to be like an entrepreneur or something like that, and then their parents are like someone who their dad or something. As I pull the Emperor out, their parents are kind of strict about what this person is doing. And this person, the parents aren't able to see how far this person has come along. So let's just say this, like, let's just say this person, I'm just giving an example. Let's just say this person is like a DJ, and they're like the hottest DJ in every nightclub. They're like a big deal, but then the parents don't go out. So they're like, I don't care about your DJ thing, because they don't know how big it is. And I feel like this is what's going on with this person. Whatever they're working on, people don't know how big it is, or how important it is to them. And that's kind of why they're so strict about it, because they're setting the tone for something really, really big to come in. It's like they're manifesting something big. So this reading, this one particularly, it doesn't have a lot to do with you more so than it does with the person, but definitely time to let it go. And I'm not saying to let it go forever, but I think that right now there's a need to let this person, they're gonna respect the fact that let me see, give me time. Yeah, they're gonna respect the fact that you held it out for them, like you kind of did that for them, and that came at 11:11. So yeah, I kind of feel like this is a person that respects the fact that you saw their vision, or you see them out there kind of doing what it is that they're doing. So just kind of open yourself up to that. And I think you'll kind of be really, really, really surprised with how that kind of support, it turns into something. I think it does. It definitely does turn into something more than you ever could have thought that it was. So yeah, this is not a person that I feel like is like, being, trying to be mean or anything like this to you, This is a person who is kind of just trying to make sure that they are living in wealth, that success, probably a business owner trying to start to get their business flowing so that they can be well off, okay? And then they can just kind of like just let go of everything and, drink a margarita every day. All right, so that is group 2. Please let me know down below if this resonates with you. I'm also available for private readings. That information will be down below. And I will talk to you guys next time. All right, and this is for the 3rd group. So if you pick the 3rd group, this is for you, okay? Let's see what cards we have here. Let's see what the problem is with your person. We're going to start off with tarot cards first. I have the Queen of Cups here. Have the 2 of Pentacles here. And the 4 of Wands. I'm sorry, I didn't even put them up close. 4 of Wands there. Rest and reconsider. And don't effing force it, okay? Allow it to come to you, okay? For this particular group, let me tell you what the problem is with your person. Your person does not like to be figured out, okay? So I think that I see with the Queen of Cups here, I see you being someone who can kind of see right through them. And I see that being a person who it freaks them out that you can see right through them. Okay, so I still feel like for some of you, relationship wise, it freaks them out so much that they try to do. It's almost like when kids do the crazy thing, like they say, I don't like you, but they really do like you. I think that it kind of makes this person kind of react that way to you. And only because I feel like if they know that if they were to commit, or if they were to take it more serious, then you guys would definitely be like together. Okay, so for this particular group, I definitely feel like it is something to do with that. I do feel like, I'm going to just go ahead and say this, kind of lay off the pressure, you guys, in group 3 that we put on other people in relationships, or the commitments that we put on other people to fulfill. Kind of like with this one, kind of lay back or ease back on that. Don't be so like, well, if we're doing this, we should be here. This is a person who, I'm not going to say you have to trick into being there with you, but you kind of have to, this is a person who kind of feels they like to be in charge. They like to be the ones to make the decisions and to make the calls. So you kind of have to let them call it whatever it is, even if it's something else. It's like almost like, yeah, we've been together for 3 years and you slept over here every night and we love each other. But they're going to say, yeah, but we're still just this and this and that. I kind of feel like this is the kind of person that does that, but I don't know necessarily if it's something that's bad. Because I don't see them doing it like trying to act like you guys are not together. I just think this is a person who is kind of hard for them to be able to express themselves in that kind of way. I kind of see them like they hide their feelings, like they have them, but they only show them like when they're by they're by themselves. Okay, so that's kind of what I see there. And saying don't force it, so don't pressure this person. That person doesn't like to be pressured or anything like that. Okay, I kind of see them that they retreat. It makes them retreat when they feel pressured or backed into a corner. So this is a person that that kind of retreats to that. Yeah, there's someone who definitely they don't really they like to keep their options open with the Two of Pentacles. So this is a person that it's not necessarily that one option is better than the other, but I think that sometimes with this person, one of their problems is that they can feel a little stuck if they don't have options. And I'm not necessarily saying that means another person, but they need options of I don't have to stay here every day. I don't have to talk to this person. They need like this openness to them, okay? Yeah, they need to be able to to leave out of situations when they want to, okay, and enter them when they want to. Then it's a Strength card here. I feel like something that they're still kind of dealing with a lesson right now where they're learning to put a muzzle kind of on the wildness that they have, or on the like just randomly doing things, or randomly running away or running about. They're kind of in a phase of where they're kind of finding that balance of when to act and when not to act. Let me mix those in again. Let's see. But yeah, saying for you, just don't force it. That's a person that kind of, and also for them too, they're a person that if they don't feel it, they won't do it. They won't do it if they don't feel it. Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, they won't, like the Four of Cups in reverse right here. They don't do it if they don't want to. If they don't do it, if they don't like the energy that's there, they don't show up, and they won't do it. So it's almost like if you're dealing with a person who can kind of pick up on things, with the Queen of Cups here, they can be a little bit intuitive. If they feel like it's going to be a storm, they're going to flee from it before they're going to make the decision to go to a happy place before they sit through anything. So it's almost like you see how this person is kind of hiding. So this is a person who kind of moves away from drama or any type of emotional, like they feel like, uh-oh, it's going to be super emotional, I'm out of here, because I think that they don't like to have to be put on the spot about their emotions, because they're very, very intense and they're very deep. So this is a person that can kind of feel like cornered or backed into a corner if you are doing things like that. But yeah, this is saying to hold on, to kind of like hang tight. This is a person who is kind of like, they're in a place in their life where they're kind of like in limbo. Let's see what that's about. I'm trying to figure out why they're in limbo. Why are they in limbo? Why are they in limbo? Why are they in limbo? They're waiting on a message, or they're waiting on they're waiting to have more, but I'm trying to figure out what it is that they're trying to have. I want to say that it's a job, or it's something that they're being chosen for, like a position or something. It could be like that kind of thing, where they're waiting on, it's almost like they're waiting on someone finding their work, someone finding their ideas, being discovered, something like that. I think that they're kind of waiting on like some type of message about that, or waiting on a message about a start, like something to make them go. Uh-oh. They're waiting on a moment to... Yeah, this person has... Okay, so what it is with this person is this person kind of has some emotional issues from childhood. It could be with the father figure, with the Emperor here, that they still kind of have to work through to be able to be released back into their to where they can be a little bit more open about their feelings, because it's something that they're kind of putting aside, that they haven't quite handled yet. They haven't quite stood up for themselves, and it's kind of been holding them back for a while, but it's a need for them to kind of cut it or to cut it off in their lives. And this could be when you come from a father that may have not been super emotional with them, so it kind of impacts the child. And I don't know if I'm saying it like, I don't know if I've been saying male. I've been saying male figure because of the emperor, but it definitely can just be a person that's just very Aries-like, very controlling. I'm sorry, not all Aries are super controlling, but that is one of the qualities if we turn it all the way that way. So, but someone that is that nature with them, very kind of direct with them, but it kind of governs the way that they think or that they move. I think especially in terms of emotions, it's almost like maybe this person instilled in them to that being vulnerable is something that is that's like a threat to you. If you let people know how you feel, then you're weaker, or like you've weakened yourself to them or something like that. That's kind of what I get the feeling of. And that, yeah, because it makes them just keep everything to themselves, and then they just pretend to be happy by themselves. I'll be okay by myself, like I don't need anyone. It's kind of like that kind of thing. Okay, you kind of have to let them sit in a little while. And I feel that, yeah, when they like, let them sit in that for a little while, and whenever this person kind of gets tired of being sitting on the mountain, then they'll come back around and they'll play again, and then be like, hey, think I want to talk about some feelings today, yeah, because look, the Queen of Cups right here is in reverse. So this is when they get their emotional life a little bit more together, then they can kind of step in. They're not going to be here forever, but it's saying in the meantime, just kind of don't force that on that person. Okay, don't force it on the person, allow it to come to you. So this is a person that does come back around. With the Four of Wands, you can definitely have some type of marriage. This could be a soulmate, but it's just going to take for this person to they have to kind of decide on you. I think that you may have already decided on that person, but they haven't decided on you. And that may sound like kind of mean, but it's not. Both people have to decide on each other. It can't be one and not the other, yeah, two people are needed for like a marriage. It actually could be someone that could potentially be marriage material or moving into that state, but you can't kind of like force that person into it. And you also have to remember to show people what it's like to be without you sometimes, okay? So that they can kind of you can take a break and they can kind of reconsider what it is, that you mean to them, all right? All right, I think that's going to be it right here. Is there anything else that I want to pull for you guys here? Let's see. We'll pull from the Unicorn, Oracle of the Unicorn. Oracle of the Unicorn. What do you have for this person? Yeah, this person has to learn about how to find, like, they're going to have to learn about how to find their safe place where it's like safe for them to be able to express their emotions. They kind of have to look for that, and I believe that they'll that you kind of are this person that already kind of gives them that, but it's not enough, and they're going to need to offer a little bit more. And I think that whenever you cut that, it's kind of like when you take this moment and you kind of like rest off and take a step back, this person is kind of able to kind of say, I only could express my emotions when I was here or when I was in that place. So I'm going to go back to that. It says, take time from the world, spend more time alone, meditate, or go on a retreat. And I kind of feel like this is kind of what you need to kind of do in this situation to be able to give them the space to kind of want to be in your energy like that, okay? So this is what I have for you guys in group 3. Hope you guys enjoyed the reading. Please and comment down below. Tell me about what's going on with you and your person right here, okay? I'll be more than happy to hear it. Thank you guys. Bye-bye.